Hope all of you are very fine. If you haven't subscribed our channel yet, then subscribe and hit the bell icon for more amazing videos like this. Number 9. San Kal Kapimi. Ada is a bright, beautiful young woman working at a florist. She dreams of getting her degree and moving to Italy, but her dreams are shattered when the heir to the Bolat Holding Company cancels her scholarship, so she has to drop out of university. Now only two things keep her going: her love of plants and her hatred of Sarkan Bolat. When Sarkan comes to speak at the university, Ada is protesting outside. A series of unfortunate events leaves these two handcuffed during for most of the day, during when Ada learns that Sarkan really is everything she hates: arrogant, self-centered, and a complete control freak. Number 8. Tuzak. Tuzak tells the story of three siblings, Mahir, Umut, and Ume, whose springs of life were taken from them. Who is bad, who is real, who is fake? In such a mixed up world, three siblings, Umut, Mahir, and Ume, who came together for a common purpose, find out that they don't have the bond they thought they had. On the other hand, Gunesh, Guven, and Mete are the siblings, each one of whom believed that their father's approval and their comfortable lives were more important than each other. Umut, as he is taking revenge from his family, he hears he goes through his biggest conflict thanks to Gunesh, the girl whom he believes to be the love of his life. With each passing day, Gunesh doesn't know the real identity and purpose of Umut, whom she knows as a dirty lawyer Chinaz Yilmaz. She will entrust her family's and her own future to this man whom she falls in love with. Number 7. Tash Kagit Makas. Tash Kagit Makas delves into the life of Umut Tanir Kolu, a young man from a poor neighborhood with an extraordinary memory ability called hyperthymesia. His condition allows him to remember every detail from every moment of his life. Whether that's a blessing or a curse is not yet clear. When Umut's life takes a tragic turn, his father Riza is accused of murder and cannot defend himself due to his struggle with Alzheimer's disease. Umut, alongside the supportive lawyer student Alif and enigmatic lawyer Harun, embarks on a relentless quest for justice. Number 6. Sakla Beni. Mete and Nas, born into affluent and influential families, are bound together by a promise made during their childhood. This promise stems from a tragic incident where Na's innocence was compromised and Mete's family offered unwavering support. As they grow older, their relationship becomes a roller coaster of heated arguments and passionate reconciliations. Mete, deeply committed to keeping the childhood promise, returns from studying abroad to marry Naz. However, fate intervenes when he crosses paths with Angela, Na's loyal servant. Angela, who has found a family within Na's household after a troubled past, accidentally becomes a pivotal figure in the unfolding drama. Number 5. Kirli Sapeti. For every rich neighborhood, there is an army of poor women who keep it running. All these cleaners, caregivers, and household help live by the same rule: be invincible. Like pieces of furniture, they are there to serve a function, and that's it. Only after working all day for someone else's family can they go home to their own and live like real people with their own dreams and desires. Kirli Sapete is the story of one such group of resilient women whose lives are spent cleaning up the messes left by others. The story begins when Mariam, one of these women, tragically falls to her death while working in a house, an event that goes unnoticed by the people she served. Number 4. Safir. The series centers on the Gulsoy family, one of the most prominent families in Cappadocia, whose much revered lives come crossing down after an unexpected tragedy. Upon the return of their elder son Atesh from America, the Gulsois reunite in one place after much time apart. Atesh, who lost his father in a traffic accident at a young age, left home refusing to submit to the overwhelming authority of his grandfather Umar. Upon his mother Gulfam's request, he returned home after many years to join his brothers Yaman and Okan in taking over and expanding the family business established by his grandfather. Number 3. Iyas Sarkishi. Iyas, who came to Istanbul for her university, doesn't want to get back to her home city after graduation before she makes her father's dreams come true. To accomplish this, she lies to her mother Emine and builds a new life in Istanbul. Even if everything looks perfect in the beginning, fate has its own way to nail her lies, which will ball up her life. Her lives not only destroy her life, but will turn upside down the lives of her loved ones too. Number 2. Ya Chok Savarsan. Ya Chok Savarsan follows the unlikely romance of Leila and Atesh, two young people who have faced their fair share of struggles. Leila is a resilient orphan with an intense spirit who joins a team of con men to fund the search for her long lost parents. When she first meets Atesh, the brooding and cynical scion of a wealthy family, things don't go well. Leila is turned off by Atesh playboy charms, seeing him as just another privileged snob. But when fate reunites them, Layla's radiant personality gradually breaks through her defenses, and Atesh discovers a new, more mature side of himself. Amidst a backdrop of mystery and emotional turmoil, the two opposites find themselves drawn together. Number 1. Ego. A Turkish remake of the 2014 K-drama Temptation. Elif and Erhan are an engaged couple who love each other very much, and their biggest expectation from life is to get married and build a happy home. The routine of their lives is disrupted by Erhan's tragic deception, and Erhan is faced with a debt that is very difficult to pay. Their lives and psychology will be turned upside down with their news they receive one of Erhan's business trips, while debt, which is almost impossible to pay, has turned their lives into a nightmare. The offer made by Erhan Bosibal will change their lives forever. If you like our video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon.